Well, if it isn't the Wet Bandits.
You okay, man? Fraud monitoring with Chase Freedom Unlimited. How do you cash back?
When you've been hurt in an accident, you need more than just a lawyer. You need Larry H. Parker. For over 50 years, we've been fighting for people like you. Call Larry H. Parker today at 800-333-0000. We'll fight for you.
You accused the mayor of murdering a journalist?
Accused is a strong word.
I'd say we gently prodded. City Hall's a racket.
All I hear is a lot of conspiracy, not much murder.
What is most important to me right now is fixing this city.
A celebrity beauty brand builder will join us with skincare essentials for women over 40. Today on the KTLA 5 Morning News at 11 a.m.
Now on the KTLA Morning News at 9, passengers will be impacted by big changes at LAX starting today. Crews are preparing to tear down Terminal 5.
A pursuit comes to a deadly end after the driver bailed out from a moving van on a busy local freeway.
And we finally know who the Dodgers will face in the Fall Classic. We'll tell you about the matchup between the Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays, including where to watch Game 1 of the World Series.
All right, the shot. Oh, we just missed a seagull. But there's the shot from Laguna Beach Surf and Sand Hotel. They got a perch there just below the camera or just alongside it. Sometimes we get seagulls, and then we get an osprey, which they named Hank. Today, weather forecast. Looking pretty good all week long. It's going to be a little cooler tomorrow, but coastal, expected high of 74. 62 downtown right now with a high of 78. Currently 66, San Fernando Valley with a high of 86 degrees. 79, Orange County Inland Empire 89. High Desert up to 81 degrees. Frank, back to you. The LAPD is investigating a break-in at a cannabis shop in Woodland Hills that happened earlier this morning. Police received a call just before 4:30 a.m. at a break-in at the House of Trees store on Topanga Canyon Boulevard and Demetz Road. It's unclear what was taken. There's no suspect description at this time.
This morning, the CHP is investigating after a man was killed on the 110 freeway in University Park. Last night around 11:20 p.m., officers were called to the scene just before the Adams Avenue exit on the southbound side of the freeway. The unidentified victim had been walking on the freeway and was hit multiple times by cars. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The incident triggered a SIG alert that was finally canceled around 4:30 this morning. There are no reports of other injuries.
Some big changes getting underway at LAX starting today. It's all in preparation for the demolition and closure of Terminal 5. KTLA's Jennifer McGraw at LAX to explain. Jennifer, good morning.
Yeah, hi, Frank. It's a lot of confusion this morning because Terminal 5 literally closed just yesterday, and it's been diverting people here to Terminal 1 and then tomorrow to Terminal 2. So maybe yesterday when people checked in, it said Terminal 5, but again, that all has changed. And at a good time, they decided to move the terminals because if you look at this line, there's hardly anybody flying right now. It's not peak time, so luckily for travelers getting used to the new routine. The whole goal is to modernize and enhance the airport experience, saying this will be next level. In fact, spending tens of billions of dollars in renovations, meaning it will also help run more efficiently and seamless travel. This is all in preparation for the Olympics that are happening in 2028. Only about 2.5 years to get this construction done. But in the meantime, it can be confusing for flyers and congested for multiple airlines now using the same terminals. JetBlue, American Airlines, and Spirit will all be affected. Now, until the new Terminal 5 opens, check-in and ticketing activities have the following changes. JetBlue will be out of here, Terminal 1, starting today. Spirit Airlines out of Terminal 2, starting tomorrow. American Airlines will operate out of Terminal 4, beginning October 28th. People we spoke with this morning had all different types of confusion.
Originally, my boarding pass said Terminal 5, and this morning, even my Uber driver said that Terminal 1 was actually JetBlue. So that was just a little bit confusing, in addition to already having to board a plane.
I did hear on the news that some people were confused or irritated or annoyed, which I get it, but I feel like change is always happening. And then especially with technology, I feel like, we always get notified, so that's a good thing. So.
Yeah, and I am hearing a lot of people did get emails. Perhaps they didn't check them. So there has been some confusion. Hopefully that'll be ironed out over the next couple of days. But this should be the new norm for at least the next 2 years in preparation for the Olympics. Hopefully all these renovations make things run even more smoothly here at LAX and get people in and out. That's the very latest. We're live at LAX. Back to you in Hollywood.
Jennifer, thank you. The Dodgers are back in the World Series for the second straight year. They will take on the Toronto Blue Jays in the Fall Classic.
World Series gets started on Friday with Game 1 in Toronto. KTLA's Eric Spillman live in Burbank with what to expect with this Blue Jays team. And, of course, he's taking a tour of donut shops.
And the jacket's off, T-shirts on.
Of course. Yes. Oh, yeah, it got warmer. Samantha and Frank, good morning to you. We're at Donut Prince on Olive here in Burbank. And they have, of course, Dodger Donuts. In fact, the first batch sold out. So they had to make another batch of Dodger Donuts, and those are selling fast too. It's understandable. The excitement for the Dodgers is growing. They're on their way to the World Series, and now we finally know who their opponent will be.
The Toronto Blue Jays, the payoff. And for the first time in 32 years, the Blue Jays have won the pennant.
Yeah, the Blue Jays managed to beat Seattle in Game 7 of the American League Championship Series last night. George Springer was the big star. He blasted a 3-run home run in the 7th inning, and that was enough for Toronto to take the lead, and they held on to win it 4-3. The Blue Jays head to the World Series for the first time since 1993, and this is a team that was in last place a year ago. And don't forget, this team also lost the first 2 games against Seattle and then came back to win the whole series. So they are motivated. First baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has been hot in the postseason, batting .442 with 6 home runs. And Springer, a serious home run threat himself. He's a former Houston Astros team member, and he was part of the team that was involved in that cheating scandal in the 2017 World Series against the Dodgers. We'll never forget that. Toronto also has some excellent experienced pitchers like Kevin Gausman and Max Scherzer. Here's the Blue Jays manager after last night's game talking about facing the Dodgers.
They're a damn good team. We saw them 3 games, and that's it this year, but they got Hall of Famers up and down, top of their lineup, you know what I mean? And they got really, really good starting pitching and really good relievers. So there's going to be some big swings and ebbs and flows in it, I'm sure, but I'm just thrilled for the guys that they get the opportunity.
Dodgers held a workout yesterday at Dodger Stadium. By the time the World Series starts on Friday, they will have had a full week off. We've been talking to Dodger fans here at the donut shop, including one woman who came by in a vintage Dodger jacket.
I have my Fernando Mania jacket, circa 1981. My husband and I dated to Fernando Mania, and I guess it was his jacket, so I stole the jacket and him.
Good for you. Are you worried about the Blue Jays at all?
Well, they are a tough team, and we've got our work cut out for us, but no problem in the end. Trophy will stay in LA.
All right, here's the World Series schedule for you. Games 1 and 2 are Friday and Saturday in Toronto. They've got the home field advantage. Games 3 and 4 are Monday and Tuesday of next week at Dodger Stadium. Game 5 will also be there if necessary. And in this series, if it goes longer, Games 6 and 7 would be played back in Toronto October 31st, Friday, and Saturday, November 1st. Hey, you know what? Not that we care about this stuff, but the odds makers in Las Vegas have placed they believe the Dodgers are heavy favorites in this series, and they are betting that the Dodgers will win in 5 games. We shouldn't take that. We shouldn't consider that. We shouldn't get too hopeful. I'm just putting it out there for folks, for your information. That's what the Vegas odds makers think. We'll send it back to you.
We shouldn't even think about it. I'm sure the team is not thinking about that.
No.
You just go out and take care of business. One game at a time. But thanks for the info.
When are you packing for Toronto? When are you leaving?
I think I need a coat, don't you? We're going to leave Thursday, I believe.
Yeah, you're going to need
if there are any seats available. I got to say, there's not a lot of flights between LA and Toronto, and I was looking online last night. They're filling up pretty fast.
Well, we'll wait for the last second to get the seats.
Yeah, there you go.
And you'll enjoy.
Of course.
You'll
That's
enjoy
how
the
we work.
six
We roll that way.
connections on Spirit Airlines. But we'll get you there.
Let me just say that I believe we're flying to Detroit and then driving over the border.
Okay.
No,
that's not horrible. That's not horrible.
Yeah, it's not horrible, but Air Canada has a ton of direct flights.
It's like a 4-hour drive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go Air Canada,
We'll see.
go
we may
direct.
have to go through New York. Apparently there's only one Air Canada nonstop flight, I believe, per day.
Yeah, we'll
LAX
take that
to
one.
Toronto.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's booked.
Oh,
It was booked
that one's
last
booked.
night, a minute after the game ended.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow.
I believe
Okay.
it.
Well, there are probably a couple
That's how
seats
it
up
goes.
front we could get for you.
See?
But
Try
Right.
Buffalo.
Yeah, we'll pony up for business class. Yeah, Buffalo. There we go.
Yeah, try Buffalo.
Niagara
Because Buffalo's only
Yeah,
like
you
a
drive back
half
in
hour,
from
hour
Buffalo.
drive. Yeah. Yeah, see what
That's
you can
true.
get there.
Also, the determination. Eric said working this shift for so long, he doesn't eat donuts anymore. I don't know how you spend all morning smelling those fried donuts.
Not even have a donut
Not even
bite.
a hole.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, let's go to the weather forecast. And we're going to be checking the weather, although the games in Toronto, of course, are played in a covered stadium. But we'll still check the weather for Toronto once we get into Friday and Saturday. I don't know what they'll do on Saturday. I can't run that show. I can only run this one.
Do you run this show?
Yes.
Is your back sore?
Frank's shoulders are sore for carrying
That's
the show on his shoulders.
I carry the whole station.
The whole
not just-
station.
not just-
Yeah. You carry the station, I run the show.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure in the booth they're going, what? 62 right now.
They never say that.
No, they never say what. 3 degrees cooler than it was yesterday. Relative humidity up there, 90%. A little bit of fog and haze all of a sudden coming in on our Laguna Beach shot. Yesterday, 85, 78 is the average, 96. That happened in 1927. And we have a couple of, what? Oh, it was a great year.
Yeah.
Man.